Psycho-Cybernetics by Maxwell Maltz. This is like the holy grail for self-development, personal growth, however you want to call it, books. This is it. This is the one. I'm Marina, the Trader Chick Villatoro, and this is my book review today. So if you have been watching my other book reviews, which I recommend, some of those books are phenomenal and life-changing. I keep on mentioning that if there was one thing in each book you come out with and implement, you are doing amazing. This is one of those books that you most likely will probably take at least 3 or 4 things that will completely revolutionize your self-image and how you act in life. This book is more focused on the self-image. So Maxwell Maltz says that if we envision ourselves in one way, we always bounce back to that particular way. For instance, if you are overweight and you go down, you lose a lot of weight, in your mind, your self-image is still that you are an overweight person. And with time, you return back to what your self-image is all about. He focuses a lot on visualization exercises throughout this book. Visualization is completely reprogramming your mind, right? You could visualize and your mind believes what it sees, if it's real or if it's visualizing, right? Nothing is a miracle in overnight, but with time and with practice and exercise, your mind starts to be reprogrammed, right? So you start to develop a different self-image and self-image that you start to live up to. This is just one little tiny thing that this book really talks about, right? There are so many things in this book. The other thing that really hit home for me, he talks about a second act, right? So he shows all these amazing examples of people who were either jerks or went to jail or they done something and they did a second act. Like they completely changed their self-image, right? Their persona, and the world accepted them like that. So what it represents is you could have messed up, you could have done all this crap beforehand, but you have a chance to do a second act. You are not doomed to that type of a life for the rest of your life, right? He has great case studies of some people who went to prison. And when they came out, even though the world perceived them as ex-convicts and treated them like that, they started to do self-image work, visualizing and changing their image and from the inside out, and they became a different person. They have their second act. Another really great example he showed was with Frank Sinatra. We all see and remember Frank Sinatra as a legend, but at one point his career was crap. He was down in the gutters. He was associated with the mobsters, but he had his second act, all right? So he really talks about that, and that all happens from within, right? It's how you visualize and sense yourself from within and then take it out. And this could be done for everything, right? So visualization is the core. At least that's how I see this book, and improving your self-image and everything about who you are. But there is so much more. This book it's the core book. It's like the Bible of self-growth and personal development. One of the most highly recommended books to read and practice. You need to put that into practice, right? Visualizing yourself one time as a different self-image is not going to do it, right? You need to do this consistently. Just like everything in life, you need to do it consistently every day. Since reading this book, I have implemented 20 minutes, approximately between 10 to 20 minutes, I should say, depending on my time frame in the day, but every day, visualization, right? I like to take care of it in the morning. It's my first thing that I do. I wake up, I meditate, and then I visualize. I close my eyes and I just visualize, and it usually is around 20 minutes, right? And this book is what truly propelled me to start doing that. And whenever I have done something in the past that I regretted, or something that I feel like, oh my God, this is how people are going to remember me. This is what I've done and this is how I am. No, there's a second act. You can be a completely new, changed person. You decide. It has nothing to do with what you've done. What you've done is done. It's done. It's forgotten. It's gone. Now it's up to you this moment to change that. And this book really helps. It gives you amazing exercises, how to do it. It's not a difficult read. It's fantastic. And you really, really, really need to read this book. So I want to hear what has been your experience with this book. Tell me once you've read it. What was the biggest, most profound part of the book for you, right? Because everybody's going to see something that is more important to them. And this book has many of those moments, many of those aha types of moments. I want to hear about it. Please comment below. Let me know what was your experience, and have you read other books similar to this that have moved you in this such a way? I'm Marina, the Trader Chick Vila Toro. Subscribe to my channel, and I have a lot more book reviews. I want to hear your experiences, and I want to review more books for you.